What a world, Bagley. You'll never believe the people I've met.
What are you doing?
Bridges, Bagley. I'm building useful bridges.
Works for me. Let's go.
Why'd you mess with my friend, maniac?
Who benefits, yeah? Who was the...
Yeah.
Shit, bollocks. It's like... Well, it's something else.
some bad bounce.
They'll see what I'm...
Hiya there.
Why does this always bloody happen?
No worries.
Turn it down like 2 notches, yeah? Can't believe this is happening. You're making it serious. This will not end with them. You should have never messed with me.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Again. Well, there has been some news about DedSec, the Resistance and/or terrorist organisation, delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry, delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, Bloom, the Kellys, or Alden. According to a SIRS official, DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true in that it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me of when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real threat, waggling that knife at me, trying to knock me out. Well, they called a scalpel and an anaesthetic, Gladys. Anyway, if SIRS officials say DedSec is dead and buried, I guess we have to assume that. But I'm being worried, Alice. And sometimes I think,
Yep.
No, don't get up. I need a high-ranking SIRS officer's biometrics, eyes and fingers.
No, slow down. We don't have time for this.
Keep your voice down. The data was encrypted.
So? Bali can brute force it.
Not faster than I could, and I've tried. It's hopeless in the time we have. Look.
Bagley, how about some...
I don't think I'm allowed to have hope. We're living in the self-selected, algorithmically designated information equivalent of a propaganda state, and every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker than the British pound. I feel like hope is an expensive thing to buy these days.
right. I mean, is it all totally pointless or the council is pointless? Then again, I've spent almost all of my life doing pointless things, like working for, thinking about completely pointless. But yeah, I've done it, so we might as well carry on. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, I think there is. Unfortunately, what is that light? Is it an oncoming train? Well, no, it couldn't be. Obviously, that train would be late or cancelled. Is the light at the end of the tunnel a burning effigy of the concept of hope? Quite possible. Is it the soul of Sky Larson imploding into its own vacuum? May well be that. Is it the ego of Nigel Cass that is now so big that it's sucked all the light in the universe?
The SIRS Home Office liaison works here, but I'm not seeing them on any unsecured surveillance. But their assistants here. Start by hacking them.
Copy.
making me do this?
That's her.
Get them sections.
Download complete. Now Scarper or they'll kill you for sure.
Hang on.
Got it. 16 email threads indicate the Home Office liaison is a right lush. She spends most of her time down at the Three Hawker Boys. If you want to start a relationship with her, that's as good a place as any.
Give me those coordinates.
Of course. Lots of worry and fear over what we can do with the data. They can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants. It's not only interested in knowing what we're going to do, but influencing the patterns of our movement. So technologies might suggest routes to use in the city, places to go, restaurants to go to, cafes to go to listen to. And these suggestions are not just predicting what we might like to do, they're actually influencing the way citizens move, think, eat, meet, and use their city as a space. London has become a place where a small group of surveillance companies like Blue can control the movements of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around their city.
Want the target now.
The things they do, the things they enjoy.
Drive into search protocol.
So we're really kind of outsourcing our decision making, I would say, to a huge corporate capitalist company, and there's something very, very scary about that indeed. All these to not only influence us to act as the perfect consumer, but also to prevent us from doing radical and revolutionary things. So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated to prevent... protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behaviour in the city, which limits the power of any kind of revolutionary force.
So, if you thought you had a private life,
You must comply without me.
and we're not going to be living our lives without a bond.
Founder.
Done this off, yeah?
I never do this, but I just had to come over. There's something about... Look, let me start again.
I'm still learning the nuances of human interaction, but my analysis indicates that you aren't her type.
Obviously, Bagley.
Quit your whining. There's plenty of fish in the sea. We've got the biggest saltwater aquarium.
Updating facial recognition software.
God, give me strength not to kill this twat.
I think I recognize this place from somewhere.
It's unacceptable. Hold it, yeah? I don't need your bloody help. Will you relax a second?
You're less than nothing.
This might sound silly, but did we match on invite? You look so familiar.
If we didn't, I'm going to have their...
Oh, my. Didn't know you could do that. What other secrets are you hiding?
Oh, I got a drawer full of secrets.
So after all that, did you acquire the biometric data?
Did I? I'm starting to think that maybe I need to get, biometric data more often.
Nice one. What now?
It seems you'll have to maintain the ruse a bit long. Upload complete. Malik is on the line. I'm sure he'll be very grateful and polite.
This will have to do. We can meet at Westminster Abbey to discuss the results. And I wanted to say, you performed somewhat better than anticipated.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
He's disconnected.
Seriously? Okay, let's move!
To everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive unexpected...
I've marked the meeting location on your map.
Shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the individual. The desire to basically say to the individual, nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation, and the only meaning that you will find in your life is to become part of the nation. What is a nation? A nation doesn't mean anything, right? The nation is basically just encapsulated by the leader that takes over, that claims that he, has this sort of access to the soul of the country, the soul of the people. He never does. It's just a myth. But that's what they go for. On that basis, they take the right to control every aspect of your life, from who you talk to where you eat, to where you go to hang out with your friends. And what we're seeing now is a contemporary iteration of this process where you get corporations and the state operating in tandem, basically molded into one another. That isn't that rare. It's exactly the same thing in Nazi Germany. You look at the concentration camps that operated in Nazi Germany. There were private companies in those camps making use of that slave labor. Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing the same now. That's the way in which they track what you do. That's the way in which they track who you talk to. They operate as each other's proxies.
Charles is an expert in the dark arts of civilians who work to set up those communities opposed to communist states. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we look at Britain's crisis.
There's a lot of concentration on data and how that's being used.
You've arrived at Westminster Abbey, final resting place of noted cousin fucker King Edward I.
Doesn't sound relevant, Bagley.
It is if you're his cousin. Anyway, have a seat. I'll notify Malik you've arrived.
I hate to agree with a career snoop, but Malik's right. We need to tread carefully here. This is the head of SIR's fucking counter-terrorism web. Oh, aren't you clever? But we can't just wait around for them to slip up and blab Emma Child's location. We have to make them slip up and call a meeting with her. So we do something big, something old-school DedSec. Really scare the shit out of them.
Emma Child is the head of SIRS Counter-Terror, which coordinates operations with Albion out of the old MI6 building. So, if we were to break in and leave a message that we know will get back to her...
That's a great plan. Let's do that.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
That is the old MI6 building, one of the most prominent intelligence organizations in the world. But now, thanks to SIRS taking over, the dark heart of every secret scheme and bloody coup in the whole of Europe. So, no huge difference, really.
What am I getting myself into?
Bagley, don't scare her. You just have to find the central server room and connect us. We'll do the rest. You've got this.
Take care of this. on.
All clear. Good night, babe.
Don't let them escape.
This is ridiculous. I just want to talk to you. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Over there. I'm gonna find you one way or another, you know. They're around here somewhere. No room for error here.
They've escaped. We need to regroup.
Monkey
That's the case file server there. Connect Bagley and we'll take care of it.
Read you loud and clear.
Quick mission update, but you have to promise not to be mad.
Bagley, come on. What is it?
Well, since you didn't promise, I can't give you the details, but suffice to say there's an absolute piss monsoon of Albion goons heading your way.
They're shooting! Shit, shit, shit!
Done.
Holy shit. I'm just glad we're on the same side.
Good, you're done. Get out and we'll be in touch when we have something.
Look at that. Your plan worked. There's more buzz coming from Emma Child's organization.
That was really quick.